That's better. Okay. So, let's see who's gonna come here. New live on your channel. Any ideas? Yes, I know that. It's the any episode ideas for regular life season 3. No, I want to get rid of this. All right. I'm here. 1. Nick! I'm here. We can talk now. I'm back. Hello. Um. What? Bad timing. I was just gonna take a bath. Hey, I'll need the link again. What? The link, here. Bad timing. Ayo! I got class tomorrow, okay? When I start class is the time Nick. Nick, is that you?
Yes, it is. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. How we doing?
Oh, I'm good. I just need ideas for season 3.
Yeah. I heard. So what have you done so far? What do you want? What's left that you want to do? How long term are you planning this whole thing for?
How long? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I mean, someone said I should probably do it for 6 seasons, but that's gonna remind me of season 6 of regular show, and we all know how that felt.
I guess. I kind of stopped watching after season 2, so I don't really remember it that well. But whatever.
Well, regular show had 8 seasons in a movie. Well,
God, that's long. No, I know. It had a ton. I remember it had a ton of episodes. I was pretty impressed by that.
Me, I have 22 right now.
Okay, cool. So let's see then. Are they half-hour episodes or 15 minutes?
Well,
that makes a big difference.
It's kind of, well, when you read it, it sometimes feels long, other times it feels short. Like,
right.
For example, I think that's the shortest episode I've ever written. And Jeremy's not in that one. He's mentioned, but not in the episode.
Okay. What about, let's see. Have you had an episode yet where Jeremy encounters, like, really hipster people?
Huh.
Like, super hipsters who are just, like, ultra snobs?
Ultra snobs.
Not to stereotype, but, you know.
Chad, no.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Besides Chad, who's snobby, his friend, I don't think he's, in regular life, doesn't make one very hipsterish or whatnot.
Right.
Just very mean people who just want to be jerks, and these antagonists that want to kill him.
Jeez.
It's not just him, they want to kill his friends too.
It's messed
and
up.
All that he loves.
God,
because, villain logic. Everything.
Yeah, really. Exactly, that total Saturday morning cartoon villain. Just wants everything because they can.
I don't think Ruddy is like a Saturday morning cartoon. He's more.
Is he that one that's all? Is he the one that's all torn up and is missing his beak?
Actually, yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, lucky me. I'm glad I remembered that. Let's see.
There are 2 birds, ostriches, that have their beaks broken off. That being Ruddy and the now redeemed Jigar.
Okay, as that seems to be a bit of a theme with your ostriches, I've noticed. And just terrible injuries they never heal from.
That's the thing with regular life. Sometimes the injuries don't heal. Other times, well, the bruises do, but if it's scratches, they become scars.
Gosh.
Unfortunately.
That's deep.
Well, it's PG, but in terms of fan fiction, it's K plus.
Right. Well,
Ah,
they're finally getting there. Didn't Steven bleed in the new Steven Universe movie?
his nose bleeded. Yes,
Oh, that's
but that
wussy
was just a
stuff.
nosebleed.
You know, I didn't finish it yet. I just saw parts of it on YouTube. I
It's a freaking nosebleed in a kid's movie.
That's nothing.
That's blood in Cartoon Network.
Come on, remember? Oh, you say that, but remember when I was a little kid, we had Dragon Ball Z on TV, and that blood and that blood and like explosions all the time.
Yeah, but that was on Toonami, not Cartoon Network. That's different.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
That was Toonami. The
What
aired on
characters are?
Cartoon Network, but it wasn't Cartoon Network. They're not gonna approve this. They're gonna be like, nope, that goes to Adult Swim.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even
I
though not all of them are freaking violent. I mean, come on, Ione getting a puppy? That's not violent at all. And that's episode 2.
No,
Not all the episodes are violent.
this shouldn't have to be. What's the theme of the show anyway?
Suspense, drama, comedy.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
sometimes it's comedic.
right. There shouldn't be that much of a place for like ultra violence if that's what you're going for.
That goes kind of close to the season finales. I mean,
Mm.
there's a war that happened.
Oh, really?
Before is what I meant. Like
Right.
before Jeremy went to Ice Zero and all that, there was a war between those creatures at Rebel Prison Camp and the ostriches,
Okay.
which kind of leads to why they become villains in the first place.
Right. Against everyone, or just like Jeremy or his whole crew?
All animals, they tend to call them lower species. It's those racial slurs to other animals. They're called lower species.
Ouch.
Well, it's better than saying the other thing, like in Hotel Rwanda.
What? What'd you just Hotel Rwanda? What's that?
It's a documentary, well, movie based on a real life event about how a man sheltered people from the Hutus from killing other Tutsis,
Mm-hmm.
which they lead a genocide and all that stuff.
Ooh, good
Kind of
time.
what regular life is doing.
Fun.
But it's a really good movie. It's really touching. But according to Watch Mojo, you can't watch. It's one of the movies you can watch maybe once and not again. But I watched it a lot of times
Okay.
and I enjoy it. Well, I
Cool.
watched that movie in my history class in high school, and it quickly caught on. And now it references regular life of all things.
God, yeah. What I watch? They made me. I remember we watched 2001: A Space Odyssey for one final thing.
Oh yeah, regular show.
My teacher didn't care.
That.
That movie's ridiculously
A
slow
space
paced.
dynasty.
Watching that movie is like pulling teeth, though. It is so slow.
Hmm.
I hate it. Let's see. Have they gone to space yet? That could be an episode because those guys, Mordecai and Rigby, went to space a lot, didn't they?
Well, the literal background of a regular show is space.
Right. No, I know the background space and all of the title cards.
The title cards. Look, I don't know if they're gonna be in space. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to go full on regular show because regular life's trying to be its own thing. There will be references to regular show, but come
Right.
on.
Well, it doesn't have to
It
blatantly
happened.
copy it. It could just be like a similar, not even similar. It could just be another premise in that. Because every sitcom has that show where it's like, oh, they go to space. How wacky. You know?
I guess I could probably do that for season 4. I guess.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's just an idea.
Yeah, it's an idea.
Exactly. Don't do it if you don't want to.
Well, the whole theme of this stream is basically ideas for season 3, but I don't think season 3 being space related.
Well, it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It could just be like one episode or a part of it, maybe. Like it could just be a cutaway in a joke or something like that. Hey, Jeremy, remember when you said you were like cars were too mainstream? And you rented that space shuttle? And he's like, what?
I'm sorry, what? Space shuttle?
Well, I was trying to set up a joke. Wasn't that funny though? I was like, hey, Jeremy, remember you said cars are too mainstream, so you need to rent a space shuttle?
Cars.
He's like, yeah, I
The
did
car.
that. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Like his face is getting blown back by the G forces of the space shuttle.
Whoa.
He's like, yeah, it wasn't fun. That wasn't. That was pretty mainstream. I was like, cool, dude.
Yeah, Jeremy barely says it's too mainstream in the series. He might say it more often in season
Hey,
3, though. So much has happened to this guy.
right.
Like, you will not believe how much he's gone through. The trauma he's witnessed, the
Trauma.
injuries on him.
What else has happened to him aside from like fighting his brother?
Oh, brother
That
and
was
him are
that was
cool
that was
now.
kind of that was kind of bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they're cool now. They've made up. They're
How,
good brothers now. He made up for his little brother.
huh? Well, good for them. It's kind of hard to come back from.
Yeah, hard to believe. He's spending time with his brother,
Yeah.
and they're all together. They're finally together
Hmm.
with his parents. Look, all he knows is that his parents and family are safe. Family is all that matters. But he wants to save the others that are out there. It's not going to be easy.
Right. Nothing. As nothing is. It's dark.
It's probably going to be one of the recurring themes of the season. Seeing if they could save whoever else that's over with in that area, away from those bad ostriches. Because downtown is literally destroyed.
So does anyone do anything about these guys? They're just like blatantly destroying cities.
There's no way they can get back into town. They're also blocks everywhere.
Right. So what? They can't just call the military and they just destroy them?
Not be too simple. That will end the story. Besides, they fear of humans. But
Right. Well, you haven't
that's,
shown. I don't think you've even shown people yet, have you?
huh?
Yeah, I don't think you've even shown people yet in your thing, have
Actually, I
you?
have in Whale Saviors, but that was one of the only times humans are shown.
Uh,
Just
I'd say
when
like people.
Japanese fishermen. What?
Well, I guess that's better than Imperial Japanese Navy men. Those guys weren't that nice either.
No, in Whale Saviors,
Right.
it's the only time people are shown. Because in regular life, it's just anthropomorphic animals in the background, not a lot. It can come into the background like regular show did.
Huh. Well, like regular show showed people pretty often though, and like weird versions of them too. Like
Yeah, there's like
there's
literally
like
a lot of humans in the show.
there's that giant floating head guy I remember who did a video game score.
Oh
He was
yeah,
all,
Garibaldi Ferguson.
he was all butthurt that Mordecai and Rigby beat his score.
Yeah,
That was
I
based
think
off
they
that.
also.
That was funny. It was based on some guy who cheated. I think at Donkey Kong in real life.
Hmm. How does J.J. Quinzel come up with these references?
Well, that guy, the real guy, Garrett Bobby Ferguson, is based off of was kind of like he was kind of a big deal. I think when what's in 20 years ago. So I imagine the writers would know about it.
Yeah, but they have this flair of putting these references in the show. But me,
Yeah.
they're sometimes in between. I mean, I reference some things, but not
Yeah.
as good as J.J. Quinzel. Maybe
I mean,
they'll change to season 3, I guess.
I mean, everyone's got their little references. What's it? Steven Universe have way too many just like blatant anime references now. It's getting a
Well,
little
in
too
regular
much.
like the movie, it does reference a shooting game in an arcade. Grayson gets one.
What, like Time Police? That was a cool one when I was a kid.
No, Carnival. He gets a shooting game so that way she could practice shooting at ostriches, shooting at zombies and the monsters in Carnival. So that game is referenced.
Okay.
I know, I mean, I once didn't really like the game, but I like its storyline though. I think
Sad.
Midway made it.
I remember when I played was Time Crisis. That was a good one.
Have
Like
you
it's
played
guys
Carnival
made
before?
played what?
Have you ever played Carnival before?
I can't hear you that well. One more time.
Did you play Carnival before?
Carnival? Carnival?
Yeah, that's literally the name of the game.
I don't recognize that.
It was from Midway, where you play as this guy that shoots monsters and other things inside a carnival.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's kind of. I used to be scared of it, but not quite anymore. Just
Funny. Hey,
I'm not the kind of person who likes shooting games.
there's an arcade cabinet for it on eBay. $750.
750. Okay, I think there's a lot of bones, dude. How
That's
much for a
cheap.
Tekken 3 arcade machine?
I was gonna say that's pretty cheap for an arcade cabinet.
What about Tekken 3? I know I have the game, but still.
I'm trying to get one of this old game I played when I was a kid, Virtual On.
Hmm.
That was awesome as a kid. That one had it was like this big robot cockpit you sat in. It was so cool.
Oh.
Had these two giant seats. Oh man, those were the days. That was such a cool game.
Oh my god, that was just so weird. Mortal Kombat cabinet and Tekken 3 is on the screen. How much more backwards can you get? That's Tekken 3, not Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Whoever designed that, what were they doing?
Tekken's fun. I like those ones.
But it's
I just
on a
wish.
Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet, and Tekken 3 is shown as the game.
Yeah,
And Street Fighter images.
Street Fighter's awesome.
It's like plastered all over a Tekken 3 cabinet, and it's supposedly a Mortal Kombat one. It's weird. The whole thing is weird.
What?
And
What? It's like multiple
not,
things on the same cabinet, or I'm a little confused.
no, the cabinet says Mortal Kombat.
Uh huh.
The decoration is Street Fighter, yet the game shown on the screen is Tekken 3.
It sounds like a joke from one of those like stupid Chinese bootlegs.
Oh no, bootlegs.
Yeah, it sounds like a joke. That's funny though,
Why do they make bootlegs?
because it's easy. It's
Minions
easy, and they
got
don't have to pay
bootlegs.
for buying the rights to license something over here, and that's a lot. Well, it's free as opposed to
Yeah,
paying
but
like
why minions? They look like they're the easiest things ever, but I could barely draw one. My minions don't turn out good. I mean, they look fine, but it's got a regular like flair to it.
hmm.
And how I draw my characters.
Ooh, that's cheap. I should get that.
What?
Oh, nothing. Just looking up some old virtual memorabilia.
Have you seen bootlegs of the minions? They're hilarious.
Oh, sounds scary.
Hmm.
Let's-
Oh my god! I don't know if I can. I send you this image?
You're well. Yeah, I put on the link here in the StreamYard thing in the chat for StreamYard.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I already don't like the minions all that much, so this should be good.
Okay, I'm trying to show it though. It's not working.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Ah,
it's
trying, but it's not letting me.
good art books.
Oh, Sterling looks back. Why is it not letting me? Oh, come on. That's not nice. It's not letting me send the image.
This was expensive thing on here. Nope. Oh, I forget it.
Oh my god, why is it doing this? It's a freaking bootleg minion, and it's not letting me do anything. Somehow it's not letting me send the image.
Hmm.
Are you able to send pictures? Because I can't send a link. What's the link for? Oh, just
I imagine you just go in your little StreamYard thing here, and there's a little chat on the side, and you could probably just paste it in there.
here?
Maybe?
I'm going to comment on YouTube, but it's not letting me send the image.
Oh. Well, I'm not even on your YouTube anymore. I'm just on StreamYard here.
I'm on StreamYard right here on that. Because
Right.
it's not letting me send the image.
Ooh.
Okay, so literally, I'll tell you what the bootleg is. It's literally Patrick Star, but with a minion's face.
Weird.
But you gotta scroll down to find it.
Hold on, I'll just find. Yep, I think I see it right here. That's terrifying.
Oh man, I changed the subject. I was talking about minions. There was some stuff about regular
Yeah,
show.
I don't know why they were saying about minions. It's just so weird how they just blew up for like a couple years.
I'm just
Like-
worried. They're now becoming opportunities.
Like they were everywhere, and there were these weird, just like I don't even remember anymore. This is weird Christian like texts on them too. I didn't get it.
Oh, the Facebook minion memes.
Yeah,
I don't like them.
Like it's weird things like God told me to do this.
Yeah, why put minions with Facebook and moms basically those moms that love minions. They do those minion memes and stuff.
They're easy and
Not
just
the kids.
so these soccer moms just don't care anyway.
Why they do that? Minions are meant for children, not for adults. Unless they're technically
there's
too, but
there's one,
the
there's
minions.
just a picture of like a minion pointing at himself, and the text just says, "Your father and I are getting a divorce."
Uh,
So weird.
minions. There are no female minions.
What?
There are no female minions. They're all dudes.
I
Some people they cosplay as
I'll say I didn't think they. I didn't think
no
it. What?
female minions at all.
I didn't think it mattered
They're
what
all
they were.
dudes.
I just figured they were just minions.
They're yellow Tic Tacs and they're all male.
Right. Well, I was saying I didn't think they even had a gender. I didn't assume they did.
Their names are Bob, Stuart, Carl, Dave, Mel. They're all boys' names.
Are those real names or just made up?
Their real names: Mel, Bob, Stuart,
Oh.
Kevin.
All right. Never mind. I sit corrected.
Yeah, they're not just made up names, but their language is made up of many different languages from around the world. To
Right.
make it sound gibberish because they say it so fast.
It sounds like that thing, Simlish, they use for those
Pierre
games in The
Coffin
Sims.
is well, Pierre Coffin, the voice actor of the movie, is Indonesian.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't do it behind the scenes of when he's voicing the minions. It's missing.
Interesting.
They don't do it behind the scenes with him voicing the minions, and it's their number one thing that's making them money right now. It's not just Illumination, it's Universal also.
Right. Well, it's just such an easy. It's a cash cow. That's what they were made for.
And it's to appeal to children.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're just so marketable. That's the thing about them. Because it's just these silly, easy designs. There's a billion of. And they can make the same mold over and over again. That's just it. All they do is change the. All they do is change the goggles, I think, right? And sometimes the body shape, then they're done.
Yeah, but some minions aren't the same shape. Some are small, some are tall, some are one-eyed, smart ones.
Mm-hmm.
Minions are all different. They're not all the same.
Okay.
Tall two-eyes are the leaders. Small two-eyes are the immature. The one-eyes are the more rebellious teenagers. As you can see, why they're laid back a lot.
I imagine it's hard to write characters for like so many of these things. There's like hundreds of them, right?
Actually, according to the Despicable Me 2 poster, over 10,000 minions are made in the poster.
That's where even are they all then?
I don't know. I mean,
that's
in the Minions movie, it's
that's
like
so much.
899
Yeah, that's so much to manage, though. That's crazy.
They're just I don't know how they're simple to make because I can't make my minions look that good. They're just like how I would design my own characters.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to my DeviantArt, you look up minions on my gallery, they look very different. Not bootlegish or anything, but they just look like what you would find in regular life. My drawings.
Right. Well, I figure you just drew them all like. Well, they're fan arts, right? They're not like their own.
They're fan art that I draw of minions.
Right.
I mean, if the Velociraptor I drew looks like a minion, actually.
What if for regular life, Jeremy meets not minions, but like, crap. What's another name for them? Thugs. No, not that. That's too easy.
Thugs? What do you mean thugs?
Like
minions aren't thugs.
Like bootleg minions. That's what I'm saying, though. It's not
Yeah,
minions, but it's very obviously. It shouldn't be them, but it's like very obviously based off of them.
If I was to do anything, it would be like those
And it could
Jawwares.
Well, it could be a metaphor.
Items.
I'm saying it could be a metaphor too for where minions take over the world, like through marketing.
But the only reason I have for minions is a Velociraptor that looks exactly like a minion. Discharge. He really looks like a minion down to the goggles and the.
I guess so.
Feathers are like light bluish, like the minion overalls, and his body's yellow.
For what? What, a character you made?
Yeah, Discharge. He's my actually he's my Hesperon Chijas. How do you pronounce this name?
What is that?
It's the name of a dinosaur. They look like raptors, but
I don't even know anymore.
How do you even pronounce that? Let me try. That's what it's called. It's called a Hesperon Chijas. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's so weird.
Don't hurt yourself trying to pronounce it. It's okay.
anything, I should probably do like how they did for Jaws wares with their regular show toys.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah, it
don't
could just be them
look
taking over the
well
world.
with bootlegs because the way they how the pieces break off, they're a very cheap company.
Right, 'cause it's just cheap Chinese plastic or whatever.
Jaws wares, I mean, most of the stuff is made from China. What the heck,
Exactly.
Margaret? Oh my God, Margaret looks so weird.
Margaret, where's she?
Margaret,
What about her?
they made a toy of her,
Oh, cool.
and she looks so weird. Look up regular strip Jaws wares. You can go look at her. She looks so. Oh
I didn't
my
know they
God.
had. I didn't know they had a toy deal. Good for them.
Yeah, Jaws wares made regular and Adventure Time.
My God, they're still around. I remember when they made Dragon Ball Z action figures when I was a kid.
They made that.
Yeah, of course they. That's not, yeah. They made a ton of stuff.
Jaws wares did.
Yeah, Jazzwares. They've been around forever.
Jaws wares.
I don't know how it's pronounced. Yeah. Oh yeah, those look fine.
You sure? Well, when you play with them, the pieces can break off like the Mordecai tail. Ricky's fine. But the
Hmm.
Mordecai tail broke off when I started playing with him.
Did it break or did it just like pop out of the socket? So you just pop it back
It
in
broke.
normally.
It literally broke, and you can't really find a piece of one on eBay unless it's used.
Just get some cement. You can fix it with that with model cement.
Uh,
It's way
my uncle
cheaper.
was fixing it with hot glue gun, but it didn't work. It just looks.
Hot glue's
I
not
don't
very good for. It's not very good for plastic. You don't want to use that anyway. You're better off using model cement. It's designed specifically for plastic, so it's super. Once it takes a day or two to set in, but once it's done, it's not. It's gonna be fine. It'll be as strong as it was when it was new.
I mean, you trust Jaws with the toys, even though they did something like that to the regular store ones and Adventure Time, because regular store
Uh,
was the only one. Adventure Time toys
my,
from Jaws were seem to break too.
I mean, my Dragon Ball Z toys were fine when I was a kid, but I sold them all now. I haven't had anything from
Yeah.
them in years. All my toys now are from Japan.
Japan.
Fresh out of Japan. Thanks, Bandai.
Oh, wait, didn't they merge with Namco?
They're still their own. Well, for video games they did. Yeah, they're Bamco. It was Bandai
Damn,
Gaming who merged with Namco to make Bandai Namco. Bamco, because Bandai bought Namco.
I wish there was still Namco by itself.
That's well, Namco exists. It's all the same
Yeah,
team.
but
It's still
it
the same team.
delivers white
It's just
instead of red.
it's not a big deal. It's just the name is different.
I guess they're fine, but I just wish they didn't break off easily, like the tail.
Oh, oh, you're Mordecai.
Yeah, I can't. It's a wire sticking out of it.
What the?
It's. We were
It's
trying
not.
to find a wire to the tail, and it just looks really bad.
It's not just thin plastic. That's weird.
Maybe it was they didn't make a Jeremy figurine. He would look not good.
It's kind of. Yeah, would it? I don't know. It's hard to
I don't
do
know.
2D cartoon models into 3D for a figure.
I don't know. If they did Jeremy, I don't know what the end result would be. Either it'd be good or just as bad as the Jeremy cameo, which we will not talk about. We don't talk
Depends on.
about Jeremy
I
cameo.
was saying it depends on who sculpts it. I guess. What episode they watched when they're sculpting the episode. If they saw the cameo episode, that's his head mold. Then they see the episode he's actually in, they'll use that mold.
Why not use the one from Replace? That could be a better mold.
Well, it'd have to be because that's the episode he's in longer, so you actually get references for his full body, as opposed to him just sitting in a car eating, right?
Well, him and Chatterin Replace for 6 minutes.
Still, I mean, it's longer than that cameo they were in,
His
where they
cameo
were in
was
the background.
2 seconds.
I know.
And the
That's
face
what
he does is
I know.
bad.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
I'm sorry, that cameo is just. Did I say cameo? Sorry, I meant to say cameo. We don't have a good history.
It's just a cameo. It's so not a big deal. I'm just amazed. I'm amazed it just traumatized you so much.
I'm sorry, just it's just not his design. There are other people on the earth that says, "Oh yeah, that's not Jeremy."
Hey,
Even
don't
Sir
be
Lucas,
sorry.
some other people say, "Nope, that's
Don't be.
not him."
Hey, don't be sorry. I'm just surprised. That's all.
It just looks like Ditto or Doug transformed into a poorly made Jeremy.
That's funny. God, it's weird looking at like scientifically accurate dinosaurs now because they all have feathers.
Well, ostriches are kind of like living dinosaurs.
Well, they're the closest we're getting to dinosaurs, I imagine. Them and emus, because birds evolved. Dinosaurs evolved from the birds.
Yeah,
Yep.
but not all dinosaurs had feathers. I think they did, but I don't think all of them did. I mean, T Rex for
Looks.
some reason.
Yeah,
I
looks
drew
like a lot of them. Looks like a lot of them did. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
No, I read this thing too, where if you went back into dinosaur times, because the way our bodies are, the way the air we breathe, the air has changed. So if we touch a dinosaur, we give it some super cancer and kill it because it's not used to it.
Yeah, but would dinosaurs actually eat us if they were alive?
I imagine so,
I
because
don't know.
they're apex predators. They'll attack you if they feel threatened.
Yeah, when threatened, but what if we don't threaten them?
Well, it's something they've never seen before. They wouldn't know what to do with it. I can't imagine they were all that intelligent.
I wish we would get to ride dinosaurs. Oh, that'd be so cool if we did.
You just kill it and give it super cancer that it could never recover from.
That doesn't sound nice.
Mm-hmm.
Say, if I was to get this thing online, should I get it used or new?
You should have, you should have Jeremy and those guys go back in time. That could be cool.
There's already dinosaurs in regular life.
Oh, have them go back in time to like not that era, but something like it.
Oh, Back to the Future, huh?
Or maybe Chad gets hit super hard in the head and falls into a he goes on a trip.
No, no, not that. Not really trip. Why
Yeah.
trip?
But that's a lazy thing. If you wake up, oh, it was all a dream. Such a lazy writing thing. I hate that.
Oh yeah, that's what happened in that regular show episode.
Oh, I know. It's just,
Oh,
if you ever want to ruin, like, if you ever want to just completely break the trust in your audience forever, just do the "and then I woke up" bit at the end of whatever story you're
okay.
telling. It's like, oh, there's no consequences here. It's fine.
They did that in Mordecai and Rigby in Mordecai and Rigby Down Under. When they woke up and just think that it was just a dream. That was a bad episode. I'm trying to add Sir Liquid to this thing, but it's not. Is
Who?
it? Sir Liquid, I mean.
Oh, he's one of your buddies. He's one of your buddies, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
God.
dude, do you see him right there?
I'm not
He's
paying
right there
attention.
on-
I'm not watching. I'm on other tabs right now.
Oh, I was looking at another tab too. I was looking at Ditto for some reason.
That's funny. Let's see.
Ditto.
Well, if you got the link to get it in, then it's all to him at this point. What Ditto? Oh, the Pokemon Ditto?
Yeah.
I think he's the most overpowered broken Pokemon in the whole universe because he can just copy everything, right? So if he just copied like super legendary god Pokemon, like Mewtwo,
Mm.
you could just copy them and then cool, you have one.
Adding me to the dream, but letting me. If Papa, could you add him to the stream, or could I add him to the stream? Is it only me that could do that too?
You'd have to do it. And if he pops in already, he's got the link. It's just he has to activate it all on his end.
Well, I said add to the stream, but it just stood there and then disappeared.
Okay.
Oh, this is the second StreamYard for a stream. And still, I got no ideas. Where's that journal at so I can dust them down? Well, I got one Back to the Future reference.
Oh, here we
Right,
go.
let's move it over again.
Here we go.
The whole movie looked like Back to the Future with a little mix of Star Wars because the lightsaber laser gun. I saw what they did there. Just even had a lightsaber in the final battle. Ow. Alright, so I got my journal right here. Faith makes all things possible.
There we go.
That's be the tagline for regular life. Faith makes all things possible. There's someone called who's
That should be a caveman.
darn it, I pressed add to stream and it just disappeared again. What is going on? Maybe I could have like let me alright. Let me try this again. I don't know, Sir Liquid, I'm trying. Is he or is he still Sir Liquid? I'm confused right now. I'm doing makes regular life different from regular show. Don't actually like it. It's not done yet. Hold on, people, wait. Hold on. Still in progress. It's not done. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Glorious honor.
There we go. Now it's done. Now I can believe it. It's a blog amino. What makes regular life different from regular show? 5 different things. What's wrong? You still there?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. Why is it not showing number 1?
Who, your friend?
Okay, now it is. Okay, now it is. I don't know why Amino was taking so long.
Again, if you got the link, you should be able to activate everything on Oh, there we go. His end of everything. He has a little menu he has to pop up before he can get in here. He did it a minute ago. I thought, right?
Yeah, but I tried clicking on it and add to stream, and it just the name disappeared. Device is not linked.
What browser? Maybe that depends on the browser he's using.
Could you ask him if he has a computer or a laptop?
I don't think so. I don't
Because
see how it would make a
a
difference.
laptop to be on this StreamYard.
I don't think it
Can't be
should.
on the phone.
As long as it's a computer and it's got the same plugins you need to get on the internet, and if it's got a microphone, it should be fine.
Okay.
Maybe not on an iPad or a tablet or something like that. Okay, let's vaporize
Alright, you
this fellow.
icon. So what are the ideas? I have my thing right here.
Whoa, crap.
What?
I just burned. I'm playing a game right now. I just burned down violently. Oh god, I'm just toast. I gotta get out of here.
Toast?
My plane burned down.
Oh, toast.
The Japanese.
You're gonna think of Toasty from Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Toasty!
So Japanese planes have this great tendency in World War II of if you sneeze on the plane, it will catch fire and burn down.
Ouch.
Yeah, it sucks.
But you
It's
know
not
that's when that came from Mortal Kombat, right? The toasty,
toast thing. What toast thing?
toasty.
Oh,
When you do an uppercut and there's a guy that says toasty.
right.
Well, there's a little video I was watching where Shao Kahn says, "Feel the power of toasty. Feel the
There's
power of toasty."
so what's it? Those guys who make Mortal Kombat, they have another game they make called Injustice. I play that. It's
Injustice.
it's called Injustice. It has Sub Zero and Raiden in the game as playable characters,
Raiden. It's he's pronounced as Raiden.
but Raiden's the correct way to pronounce it in Japan.
Oh, Raiden. Oh, I thought it was Raiden.
Because Raiden's Thunder God in Japan, or Lightning God, something like that. Like Lightning Supreme
Oh,
Deity. It's something cool like that.
for a second I thought I was spelling the name because I call Rayquaza Rayquaza.
Eh, it doesn't matter.
I mispronounce Pokemon names.
It doesn't matter all that much. But anyway, because Raiden and Sub Zero in the game, they're super ridiculous and fun. And then some other characters are in it. Normally it's like DC superheroes, right? It's like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all those guys are in it.
Oh
Then
yeah, that was the last game they made before they got bankrupt.
yep. Then Raiden, Sub Zero, and the new one, and the freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come in as DLC.
Hmm?
That's awesome. And then when their pizza says toasty on the side when you win,
Oh,
I was like, hey, that's funny.
they're owned by NetherRealm Studios now. Mortal Kombat.
Right. And they're the fellows who make Injustice.
Mm.
It's a good game. It's
I
just
played before in an arcade actually.
what Injustice Arcade?
Yeah, I played Injustice in an
Oh,
arcade.
that's not the game though. That's just like a quick time event thing.
Oh,
Real Injustice is like Street Fighter, like a Mortal Kombat. It actually plays a lot like it's like a really fast Mortal Kombat. That's how
it
I'd
gives you
sum it up.
cards if you win.
Hmm?
In Injustice, it gives you cards when you win fights.
In the game, in the arcade game, or the real
In
game?
the arcade game.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you don't really get anything. You get experience when you win the real game, and that gets you gear to upgrade your characters.
All right.
So that's fun. I always play the Ninja Turtles.
Do we need any more episodes of Regular Life, or you have
Regular
anything
life.
else?
Let's think here. What else can we do?
Mm,
Well,
I
what else? Let's see.
think it's best if you like read
Is
it
your story
also.
is your story more story driven, or is it more driven by like just cartoon kind of whatever you feel like?
It's sometimes story driven and sometimes it's not. I mean, Jeremy's the
Okay.
first one, season 2.
Okay, so it's like Steven Universe, where it's like one or the other.
Not exactly Steven Universe. I mean,
Right. Or it's like some
yeah.
episodes are standalone, but some aren't.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Steven Universe has a lot of standalone episodes.
Gotcha. Okay. So for standalone episodes, let's think here. Because
Standalone
the ones in Steven
episodes.
Universe are boring, and I'm sick, and I didn't like them except for season ones. So,
I mean,
might
which
be exciting.
one of Steven Universe?
What?
You said you like standalone episodes of Steven Universe.
Only in the first season. I didn't
Yeah,
like it.
season
Like,
one.
because then they got too story driven. I was like, why are they not doing the story stuff? This is boring. I don't want to watch this. Like, seriously, that's such a terrible way to like pull out your audience. You know? I don't know. I thought it was annoying. It's like super annoying.
But you could
Yeah,
have
but
development with the characters.
yeah, they don't really. They develop. Steven develops in season one, but that's kind of it. Otherwise they develop in story driven, issues or episodes.
Yeah, but there are a lot of characters in regular life, and the majority of them are background characters. More likely the refugees.
Yeah. Well, why don't you do an episode focusing on them and the life after the war, them rebuilding?
But they weren't in the war. They were like wandering about. Some were injured, but they were rescued by the Guardians and were brought to a refugee camp to be nursed back to health. And once they're cured, they can decide whether or not to leave or stay there,
Okay.
be taken to a more safer forest or haven.
What if one episode ends about like a group that's been staying there in the Guardians land like forever, for like decades, and they were just too scared to move out of the real world. We meet some new kid who's like, "Hey man, you gotta go out. Why? It's bad." You don't know that. It's cool. And then they go out.
That would probably go to the larger dinosaurs because they haven't been outside of Legion. They were created there.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
But they
However that
couldn't
works
really
for you.
go to. They couldn't go to High Zero at the time. They're Tyrannosaurus, Carnotaur. They're large.
Okay.
They're right next to a lake, and they can't swim.
Well, if I just walk over it,
They can't walk over
because
it. They're
they're too
dinosaurs.
tall.
Wyverns and dragons cannot carry dinosaurs that huge. They
Too
can
tall.
either fight anyone that tends to harm others, bad guys, if they're at Legion, but they can't go outside. Only a few dinosaurs can, like the Dilophosaurus and the Velociraptors.
You totally lost me. I.
Huh?
You totally lost me. I have no idea what you're talking about now.
Okay, so dragons and wyverns can't carry Tyrannosaurus or Carnotaurus, the large dinosaurs, because they're too heavy. The
Right.
Dilophosaurus and
Small.
Velociraptors and
Okay, so only
Velociraptors,
tiny dinosaurs.
yeah,
Wait,
sharp claws. They
who said
can
it'd
bite
be a
on the wyverns.
who said it'd be a dinosaur? I was thinking it could just be one of those refugees that's just like super afraid now since they've been hurt outside. Could be the hedgehog's dilemma thing. You heard of that?
Hedgehogs don't.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I haven't heard of that.
I learned it in a psychology class in this old Japanese cartoon. Long story short, it's a psychological condition where if something happens to you, you're too afraid of being it's like if you open yourself up to people and they betray you, then you get really paranoid in the future. So you just refuse to open up to people.
That's actually a good idea.
Because the whole thing is the hedgehog's theory is hedgehogs when they get cold they have to huddle together for warmth, right? But because they have those big spiky backs, they have to stab each other to do that.
Hmm.
So it's the whole thing of you can't really you can't do something together unless it means being hurt. You have to be hurt. That's just life.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. That's a great yeah, I like it's a cool little thing. I was really interested in that for a while.
Yeah, but I can't do stories about all the refugees there though.
Of course
That's
not.
impossible.
No, you can't do that. That's crazy. You should only do like one character from it who's got that condition.
Well, Jeremy's got PTSD.
Well, that's different, but okay. That could be good too.
You read, you read it so long in life.
Just having
I don't want
an episode of him in therapy yet about this, or trying to go
to
into rehab?
I hear spoilers. Actually, yeah, there was an episode where he went to therapy. The first seat for the therapy. He gets
Okay.
therapy from an owl.
Ooh, an
An
owl.
owl. No, owl.
An owl. Okay.
Yeah, bird. Owl. That's
Right.
a whole reference.
You're right. Owls are birds.
But yeah, owls are wise. Owls are wise birds. And it's human, animal. You tend to be a pattern with animals in human places.
Right. Hmm. Okay. I think your mic's having some problems. I don't think I can't
I
hear
don't
you.
think Sir Liquid's here anymore. I think he left.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I
not
think I'm
good.
gonna take off too. Actually. Oh, there's someone.
Wait, there he is.
Very cool.
Add to stream.
In that
Oh,
case, I think I'm
he's here.
gonna.
He's unmute. He has to unmute his mic. Unmute the mic.
In that case, I think I'll leave you two. I gotta take off. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow.
Aw, man. That when you join? Okay.
Have fun, you two. See ya.
All right. Unmute your mic, Sir Liquid. Why is my dad playing Spyro? Sir Liquid, you were in the stream. You just have to unmute your mic. You're not a third wheel, okay? Then now there's only one viewer. Only one. Soon there won't be any. He said I should do the Hedgehog's Dilemma. That's one episode idea. Or at least I got a idea. Come back, Sir Lickwick. Hello? Who's that? What the heck was that? I heard a noise. I heard a wow! What the heck was that? Who was that? Who was that in the corner? Am I just by myself? One person watching me. No one's here. I don't like being left out like this. Two? Two? There's two? There's actually two now. Comics. My phone died. It's lagging. Yikes! That's not good. It's gonna lag like that. But I was trying to add you to the stream, man. I was trying to tell you, unmute your mic. You will be able to talk unless you unmute the mic. We hear your really good ideas. You have really good ideas. Magic you are. Are you trying to join? Some troll is trying to mess with me. No, I don't trust it. I don't think I can right now. Oh. Where's the message on top? Oh, because I pressed show. Who's Magic Aurora? They're tough. Who are you?
Speaking of radio show, the Amino is talking.
Who's there?
I work with regular length movies, nearly done. The
Huh?
last pictures are on their way.
Show yourself. That was strange. Is there another Magic Aurora on here? Okay, so that was a girl talking. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Wow. Man, I don't know what's going on. Could you try? Devices weren't linked. Who was that person? Is there another Magic Aurora on here? Ow. Hmm. Ow, that hurts. I don't know, dude. Something's weird. Something weird's going on. Something really weird. I gotta get to the bottom of this when the stream is over.